Hey everyone, and welcome to Submetering Billing Services and walking through what we're going to do for you. We're really excited to be able to partner with you and be able to help recover all your utility costs and maximize your property ROI. And so here's what we're going to cover during our time together. What you're going to learn is the billing process and what to expect, the documents that we provide and how to use them, best practices for communicating with us and with residents, processes for handling move-in and move-outs, how to use online tools, and understanding our monthly review practices and making sure that you have a clear understanding of exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to add value and save you a bunch of time. So let's jump in. First thing is the billing process overview. So the first walkthrough is what we do is a three-stage process. So we can think of this as draft, lock, and mailed bills. So the first thing is that we draft them. So we give you an initial review, a PDF, where all the billings are compiled and we're shared with you to be able to approve them. We send them to you. And then once you approve them, we lock the bills, and then you get a final PDF that shows you exactly what we sent to your residents. And the last thing is that we mail the bill and we send them all out to each one of your residents depending on your package and what we're doing for you. The second thing we want to cover is basically what we need from you. So each month, we're going to need your utility bills, and we prefer to have online access if possible because that allows us to just log in and be able to pull them whenever they're available. Or if that's an option, you can email those to us each month. The second thing we need from you each month is approval of that draft billing, especially early on in the process. We want to make sure that we're reviewing those each month to make sure everything's working effectively and looks really good. And then quick replies. The quicker that you can get back to us, the quicker we're able to maximize your property ROI and recover those utilities for you. So the quicker that you can get back to us and be able to make that a really fast process, the faster we'll be able to serve you in a really, really great way. The last thing is what our utility billing specialists do for you each month. And so the first thing we do is collect and verify utility data to make sure everything's working really, really well. We prepare reports for you to be able to review and send you that draft locked in those bills to make sure everything's working effectively. And then we finalize and mail bills once approved. So we make sure everything's working smoothly and that your residents have everything that they need to be able to serve you really well and be able to get that money for you as effectively. So overall, the first thing is we draft bills, we lock bills, and then we mail them. What we need from you each month is we need the utility bill. We need you to approve that draft billing, and we want quick replies so that we can be able to serve you as effectively as possible. And then each month, the utility billing specialists are collecting and verifying that utility data, preparing reports for you to be able to review, and finalizing mails once they're finalizing and mailing bills once they've been approved by you. So that's a really good overview of our billing process. Let's go on to the next, where we're going to talk about the key documents that we're going to overview. So I'm going to walk through what a utility bill is, draft billing, the billing brief, billing locked report, and then the reimbursement report. So first thing on our docket is utility bill that's provided by you. So the purpose of this is it provides a detailed usage and rate information for us to be able to do the utility billing each month. So we're going to pull those rates, put them into our system, and be able to calculate that. And you can submit those to your billing specialist directly, or if you can give us online access, that's the best because we can log in and be able to do that on our own. And so we really recommend that we get that online access. And again, this allows us to be able to get exactly what you're being charged so that we can effectively charge your residents. The second document that we're going to need and be able to interact with really effectively is our draft billing. So this is going to be a PDF form that we're going to send you. It's a detailed report of exactly what we'll be sending to each one of your residents, but it won't be actually active on their account. It's just a draft. And so that allows you to be able to see exactly what we're going to be sending them and be able to serve you really well in that process. And this allows you to verify and approve before we actually mail them and get them out to those accounts. So that's what we're going to be sending to you each month. The third document is a billing brief. And so this gives us a billing basically register of everything that we're sending to your residents, water usage, any total amounts that we're charging, anything like that. And we can give you that in a PDF or an Excel format. And it's basically giving you, it's the best place to look to really view overall usage, fees, and totals. And it allows you to quickly reference any charges and adjustments that have been made month to month. And so we're sending you that each month as well with the billing draft. And then after you approve, what happens is we send you the billing locked report. So this gives you exactly each invoice that we're mailing or just adding to each one of the accounts to be able to do that. So it's post-approval. This is what was mailed and add to each resident's account. And it keeps record of, we just want you to keep basically record of that so that you can see what we're sending to each one of your residents. Fourth thing is reimbursement reports. This would be for our premium accounts. This doesn't go towards our pre or standard or pro or standard. This will be a PDF report of basically anything that we've collected if we're doing the collections for you. And you can see what reimbursements have been made to you, what our fees are that we take out, and everything in between. And so it allows you to be able to do your accounting and reconciling to be able to make sure that you're recouping all your utility costs each month. Again, this is just for our premium accounts, but you'll be able to get that reimbursement report. All right, let's talk through resident communication. So we understand that this is a big change for your residents, depending on how you've been practicing it before. And so we recommend three things. The first thing is be clear and concise when explaining charges. So we try and do that through our utility bill explained. We try and do that through other means necessary, but we want you to be clear about what each charge is. And the bill will directly outline that. So you can really reference that bill and tell them to reference that bill as much as possible. We want you to use those provider reports to address specific concerns. So if they say, hey, you're way overcharging me, you can look at the reports that we've been sending you and be able to reference those and be able to make sure that we're doing that. And then the thing is, we also have a FAQ on our website to preempt some of those common questions. So we recommend sharing that with you. We want to be a resource to you as this change is rolled out. So we want to make sure that your residents have everything that they need to be able to effectively serve you and them as really, really great as possible. And so this is the way that we recommend that you do that. Be clear and concise, look at those reports to be able to make sure that you understand them so that you can effectively explain them to your residents, and then share your FAQs. For your premium accounts, we just want to make sure that it's clear that they can contact us directly. For pro and standard, we want to make sure that you understand them so that you can talk to residents effectively about them as well. The next thing is move in and move out process. And so we want you to report resident changes as promptly as possible so that we can make sure that we have those and we can effectively update our systems and ensure move in and move out dates are accurately and documented to make sure that we're avoiding billing errors. So if you tell us, and I'll walk through the portal on how you can do that within our portal, or you can just email your utility billing specialist. We just want to know about those as quickly as possible so that we can make sure no billing errors occur as we move forward through that process. And we don't want your residents to look like this dog and be surprised about what they're charged or if they're not supposed to be charged or whatever, and make sure that that's going as effectively as possible. So with move in and move outs, make sure to tell us as quickly as possible. Your utility billing specialist, for those of you who have submetering systems, will be doing a system health check. So we review the utility systems once per month to compile that billing data. And during that process, we'll be letting you know if anything's going offline. And we'll talk about how to interact with support and make sure that you have service and that you have everything that you need. But we want to make sure that you are aware that we're doing system health checks every month, and we'll let you know if anything is looking not good. We do not perform those daily monitoring, but we can enable those for specific systems if you'd like that, to be able to know if like a battery's dead or anything like that. But we are doing monthly system health checks to make sure everything's working effectively when we run that billing each month. And so the next thing we want to walk through is just using our online tools. So we have two different portals. There's a client portal. So this is for you as the property manager or the owner. You have access to billing data and reports directly in there, and you can actually add move in and move outs if you'd rather do it that way. It makes it really easy. So we want to make sure you log in. If you go to our website, it's just in the top right. It says property managers and then login. There's resident login if applicable. So this would be for our premium accounts that are paying us. They can actually pay on that. Residents can log in and view their bills and account information directly within the portal to make sure that they have everything that they need. And again, if depending on which package it is, the residents may not have a login, but those are two different options that you have. But both of those are on our website in the top right, either resident login or client login, for you to be able to see that data right there. The really important part of what we do and help you with is working with our service and support team. And so you have access to video calls, phone calls with them, and then our knowledge base to be able to make sure that your online reading system is working correctly. And so we want to make sure that that's really effective. Your utility billing specialist, again, will alert you if you do need to interact with them. But how we want you to interact with them is you can submit a ticket, which again, we'll provide this link whenever you do need it, but you can go to submetersolutions.com/ticket to be able to do that. And again, we can serve you as quickly as you help us to be able to help you. And so submitting that ticket is really good, and then replying quickly to get that resolved as quickly as possible. Any on-site service will be an additional cost that we can give you a quote for if that's needed, but most of the time we can solve any issues with you directly to be able to make sure everything's working effectively. So again, as a part of our billing package, and what you have is access to our support team, and we really want you to utilize that. Lastly, we want to be available for you. We want to serve you as best we can. We want to do everything that we can to be able to add value and be able to reduce time and effectiveness for you to be able to make sure that you're as effective as possible. So your billing specialist is there for you, but you can visit our website at submetersolutions.com. Call us at 425-228-6831. Our general email is just billing@submetersolutions.com if you have any questions, and then that is our address. But again, we are here to serve you. I want to add value, be able to save you a bunch of time in this process, and be able to maximize your property ROI. And so again, we're super excited to have you as a billing customer, and we're here to be able to help you all the way through this process. And so please let us know if you do need anything else, and we're really excited to be working with you. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, and we're here for you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.